Hello. Have to make sure this is actually working. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, we're good. We're cooking. Okay. Now I can actually just restart this for an actual run. I just need to make sure the tracker was showing up good on vertical stream. Ignore my 1,000 attempts. Pinkton has bad BST. Oh, it's not bad. That's actually a kind of a valid Pokemon. Wait, do we already have a runner? Hold on. Oh wait, Flash Fire, Dugtrio, okay. We already got a valid run Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of immediately like these stats. And Fairy Steel's a broken type. We're clearly a special attacker, we're a little bit slow. I wish the physical attack went into special attack a little bit. But aside from that, we're pretty good. We are a little bit too slow. Gonna make wild battles slightly difficult until we get repels. I might be able to buy repels now. I don't know when the earliest point you can get them is. I should be able to beat you. Okay, Swords Dance is a little scary. Okay, we good. Might have an actual decent Pokemon. Ooh, the Stab Steel Doom Desire is kind of nice. It's unfortunate how long that will take to set up, though. Does it attack if you already kill the Pokemon? If it does, like, it'll attack and roll over to the next one, then that's not bad. That's valid, then. Because I feel like Future Sight doesn't roll over to the next Pokemon, it only attacks the one that it hit originally. I don't know, still a decent stab move. I guess I could test that out. Or not. I wish I could use Wish. Maybe that isn't against the rules. I think all healing moves are against the rules, though, so I'm playing that way just to be safe. Okay, maybe I can... Well, I'm gonna... Hopefully I can leave you with, like... Okay, there we go. I want to test out if Doom Desire rolls over to the next Pokemon. And I missed. I will eventually be able to test this out. Because if it does, that's actually a pretty good move. Stab 120 power move like that. Okay. So if this is gonna roll over to the next Pokemon, I should know in like one turn. It does. Okay, that's not bad. Uh-oh. Okay. Crisis averted. Good timing on the OST there. Hello. Hello, Balls. It's a great name. Great profile picture. And not a one. How's everyone doing? Doing some early morning Ironmon runs for me. Ignore my 1,000 attempts. I do reset, like, pretty much immediately if I don't get a good Pokemon. That's why there's so many runs. How can you dislike? I don't know if you can actually dislike a, live stream or not. If you do, you can completely do that. However, nobody else will see it because dislikes are hidden on YouTube now. Which I think is a dumb thing, but... I'm sure you probably can dislike them. I'm pretty sure dislikes still affect, like, algorithm things, though I'm not 100% sure. There has to be a purpose for them, even if you can't see them. Well, I mean, yeah, it probably does do that, but I can also just help you like this. How do I... There we go. That's also a good way to do it. I don't know if that will help with the algorithm, though. Oh, no. Damn, rough day. It's an alright Tinkaton. Had good moves. Yeah, we have no special attack. Yes, you can, Absol 101. I actually kind of like this Fortress. The problem is one fire move will melt me. Do I like Helen Keller? I am fairly indifferent. To be honest, I know the name, but I'm not, like, super knowledgeable. That's about the extent of that. Man, I kind of like this, but I can't run it. One fire move and I'm dead. I'm bonked. Me land. Ooh, stab crab hammer. Hold on. Ratanki and stab crab hammer. Super slow. But also, we're a really good type, so... But we're slow. You know what? I can't run a slow Pokemon. It just doesn't work. I don't need to be super fast, but I can't be that slow. It's not bad. Decent type coverage. But also, one grass move will end my life. Gotta prepare for these things. Oh, It sucks how slow I am, but I have to run this because everything else is good. Also, maybe because my base stat total is so high, speed will kind of even out a little bit. Or it'll at least not be super crippling. This is about as high of a base stat total as we can get, so... I am afraid of this ending my career, though. Wow, that is crazy. Oh wait, Disable only has 55% accuracy. I didn't even know that. I was about to say they got really unlucky, but they didn't. That is fairly average luck, I guess. Also, Leaf Blade is huge. It's an actual decent Pokemon right now. We're not like a minus speed nature, so we should get alright speed. It's not going to be good, but I think everything else will make up for it. We have a lot of special attack. A lot of special attack, and we're also super tanky. I really, really value tanky Pokemon for this. Fairy Fighting is also a decent type, I think. Not like the best type. Okay, Volt Absorb Doduo. Almost scary. Being tanky, I can at least make up for the bad speed. Let's see. Yeah, we ate that. Absolutely eaten. What is my attack like? Because I might want... No, I don't really want Stab Fighting. It wouldn't do anything. Stab Fairy would be better. If I could get, like, Moonblast, it'd be over. Actually going straight to the Elite Four with Moonblast. Blaze Kick. Oh, that's kind of huge. Man, our moveset's kind of crazy right now. Our type coverage is pretty insane. This is a good Pokemon. Also, hi Nayunsei. Still doing my best to look at both chats. Doing a bit of an early stream. Probably not gonna be a super long one. I just wanted to test out an earlier one. Oh, hello Darkrai. Leaf Blade for the crit chance. I think I just Blaze Kick for damage. And then get a crit on that, apparently. Could actually go somewhere with this run. Hey, Shroomish, calm down. No need to peck. I am slower than everything. I mean, my speed admittedly isn't like awful. It's definitely slow. but my base stats are making up for it. Also, that PP max was huge. Don't know what move I'll use that on, so I'll just save it for now. Should be using Blaze Kick, it does a little bit more damage. Oh no, you're growing. Wow, that was just a one shot. I know I'm strong, but that thing did not have good special defense. What an annoying move. I'm actually about to die to this thing. Because I can't run. Oh no, he's reading my mind. He knows all my secrets. I forget if I got the item down there or not. Gotta make sure. I didn't. I'm so glad I went back. It's a great healing item. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna try and catch you. Because I need something, and you're annoying. Some elixirs would be nice. I would take some ethers or elixirs. I would love both of those things. Ooh, okay, that could have hurt. Good thing we're bulky. That's why I love Pokemon that have bulk in this. They're just so much RNG, and being bulky can help eliminate some of it. Or at least not make it as devastating when it happens. Wow, what unfortunate event. I always forget Signal Beam even has a chance to confuse. It's such an odd thing for it to do. Okay, the Dragon Dance. Okay, Dragon Dance special move. Good set. Ooh, okay, that could hurt. Actually kind of scary. Okay, Doom Desire. Don't love to see it. Oh, Thunderbolt. It's over. This Iron Valiant is blessed. This is such a good moveset. We're getting all, like, the best moves in the game. Getting, like, the best moves for every type. Oh, I need to take my Sharp Beak off. Not that that ever did anything to affect the battles. Oh no, it's an invalid run now. Yeah, I really just need elixirs. Elixirs and then, like, more healing items. I could beat the game with this moveset. Like, this is actually a good enough moveset. Just a matter of getting the items I need now. Ooh, okay. Being slower than everything does suck, though. It is not preferred. I guess I'm not slower than everything, I'm just slower than most things. I got that bulk, though. I got that type coverage, meaning I can probably one-shot most things. Which is really what you need. 100% accuracy, 95 power move is really good. Should still kill. I should have did. Oh wait, no. I guess fairy doesn't resist fire. It's the other way around. I always forget that interaction. Because I feel like fairy and fire shouldn't interact at all. I don't really know the logic of it. And the ORAS soundtrack going crazy right now. Okay, it's gym time. I have enough healing items, I should be fine. And being slower is actually kind of nice for, like, Destiny-mon. I shouldn't be able to get cheesed to death as easy. But being slower will make things slightly more consistent, I guess. There's positives and negatives to it. Mostly negatives, but there's a few positives. Well, that sucks. Wow, I low rolled. That's crazy. I don't think I got a healing item for that, did I? Okay, I did. That just saved the run. If I didn't heal that toxic, that was it. That's the other bad part about being slow. If a Pokemon has toxic or status, they're most likely going to be able to hit me with it. I should have Dragon Breath. Still killed. Okay, this is not a great situation to be in, but it's not terrible. If Bubble Beam's your best thing, I should probably just heal. Ugh. Okay, you're a little bit scary. Yeah, not outspeeding sucks for gyms. But what can you do? Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you knew about that. Absolutely nothing. Strongest psychic move on a psychic legendary. Absolutely nothing you can do. That's why outspeeding would have been nice. Can't do anything about that. I think I just need to not run any Pokemon that has under, like, 14 speed. Like, no matter what. No matter if they're, like, the best thing I've ever seen. See, this is a pretty good Landorus. It's a valid Landorus. The problem is, it has such little special defense, one ice move will just kill it. And I'm gonna get hit by an ice move eventually. Now, this could be a good... We got Hustle. I kind of don't like Hustle. I like Hustle and I don't. This is a valid Pokemon, though. I just need good physical moves. I'll go until I am level 10, and I'll see what move I learn. And if I learn a good move that makes me feel comfortable running this, then I'll keep going. Oops. Oh, I was never gonna live anyway. Not the fighting type move. Stab Brick Break, kinda good. Sturdy doesn't matter. I do like Stab Brick Break, but I'm also like not particularly strong. It's pretty average. It's a good moveset. What am I weak to? I'm not strong enough. Wasn't bad though. Ugh. Again. Oh man, Shed Skin. I have to run this just for Shed Skin. That's such a huge ability. I am slow, but again, everything else is good. I hate being slow. But like everything else is good. Literally everything else is almost even stat-wise. And I have Shed Skin. And when one status is all it takes to ruin everything, Shed Skin is probably one of the best abilities I could get. Well, rip. Can't do anything. If they have a super effective move on you in the rival battle, you just lose. You're not making it past that fight. My defense, nah, I can't run that. We can only really run like legendaries or paradox Pokemon. There's a good Mon. Hold on. Color change kinda sucks, but everything else about it's good. And Stab Miss Ball, that's kinda nice. Ice Beam's one of the best moves. I'm just not very strong, but I'm fast and tanky, which I think makes up for it. And both my stabs are special attacks anyway. Good peaceful music. I can't remember what area this is. I think it's one of the towns. Yeah, the biggest issue with this run is just I'm not super strong. I won't be doing as much damage as I could. But I think I'm okay with that, since I'm just a lot tankier and fast. I mean, I'm not weak. I'm gonna be about, like, average of an alright Pokemon. I'm gonna have, like, good special attack if I wasn't a legendary, if I was, like, kind of a mid Pokemon with mid base stat total. Also, I do like water sport. I do like the really, really high power moves that are based on your HP. Especially when I'm fast. I can just sweep through. I got nothing to hit you well. I think this might be it, because I literally cannot hurt this thing whatsoever. And it has consistent power moves. I need to freeze. Yeah, and it can heal. This thing was designed in a lab to kill me. I did get the freeze. Did I forget? I forgot to grab the potion, didn't I? I mean, the only way I win is if it stays frozen for like 10 turns. Man, frozen is such a broken stat. Such a broken status. It's outrageous that I was able to get out of that fight. It stayed frozen for like, actually like 10 turns. It's like how sleep was in Gen 1. Oh my god, another water psychic type. What are the odds? Yeah, get mirror move, nerd. It's crazy how that move's actually coming in handy. I need to go back and get that potion. I have to remember I have color change. I haven't really been taking that into account. Although I guess there's nothing I can really do about it, right? I just kind of gotta roll with the punches. Color change isn't great, but like I do believe in this Tapu Lele. I think it could go pretty far. Water spout. Oh, not an Igglybuff. The run's dead. Imagine if that Igglybuff just Destiny Bond. It was like the fastest thing in the world. Ooh, Max Elixir, that's huge. Our moveset is like almost good enough. I mean, I want better moves, but our moveset is not bad. Wow. Okay. Okay, that crit might have saved me. Crazy how much damage that did, considering how tanky I am. Was a Mega Lucario. Don't you intimidate me. All we really have to do is get past, like, the second gym. I feel like that's the point where the game gets a little bit easier. Like, if a Pokemon makes it past the second gym, they're probably going to be decent enough for a little bit. Welcome to the team. You will now use Cut forever. Lepaberry and the rare candy. Getting honestly really good items. I think Psychic Fairy is a pretty good type too. It gets rid of my dark weakness. I think it also gets rid of my bug weakness. It gives me a poison weakness though. I can hit poison for super effective. It actually, like, seems like a pretty good type. It's crazy how little that did. Why would you superpower me and not the Vigoroth? I don't understand that logic. I 4 times resist that, you could one-shot the Vigoroth. Well, fine, I'll do it then, because I want the extra experience. Oh, I guess the logic was color change. So I was gonna take more damage to it afterwards. You're Mari, player of games, speedrunner of some, good at none. I like speedrunning, but I am not good at it. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I used to try and speedrun more. I don't do it as much anymore. I always wanted to learn some Mario 64 speedruns though. I don't want self-destruct. I did a lot of speedrunning for Portal. I had a good bit of hours in that. I'm very rusty on it though. Even though I want to go back to it at some point. Very fun speedrun game. Heart scale, that could be good. Hi Dolly, good morning, how's the stream? It's alright. I was not planning on doing like an early thing, but I can't do it later. So I figured I'd do a little bit of an early one. Why won't Arvin feed Miraidon? I don't know. I'm interested to know why. And I may remember this joke. Crazy, the color change, Matang. Oh, it wasn't a joke. I thought it was a setup for a joke. I thought there was a punchline coming. Oh, another PP Max. Oh wait, no, that's my only one. Yeah, I guess I was insensitive to Arvin there. Yeah, in Scarlet and Violet, there's like instead of catching Well, what am I trying to say? Instead of catching both legendaries, like both box arts in one game, you catch like two of the same box arts. And then I guess you're supposed to like trade them between the games instead, which I kind of like. But also I like that when you can catch all the Pokemon in one game. Game Freak doesn't though. It's like instead of getting Lugia and Ho-Oh, you just would get two Lugias. Which would be a lot weirder in any other context than Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I know they have. I feel like they've just gotten a little bit worse about it. Because they now have DLC for their games. So not only is it version exclusives, it's version exclusives with separate DLC that you also have to buy. So I feel like they've just, you know, I don't know if that's a hot take that Game Freak is pretty greedy right now, but they are a little bit. I love Scarlet and Violet, I think they're great games, but, you know, could have did a little better. Yeah, the DLC makes it way worse. Because now you're looking at like $90 to get everything. For like the other version. If you get like both versions of the game plus the DLC, it's like almost $200. Well, you kind of have to trade. It sucks too because the Paradox Pokemon are super cool. Like the paradox of the legendaries, like Galgant Fire and Raging Bolt and all of that. They're all sick. How have I been? Hi Dragon, I'm doing alright. Just doing a little bit of a short early stream since I can't later. But I still wanted to do it today. You love Scarlet and Violet despite their flaws. I do. I think they're like 7 out of 10s, something like that. Maybe 8. But I think if they had like another year to cook, I think they would have been like 10 out of 10s. I think gameplay wise, they're pretty perfect. It's just everything about the way the game is presented and looks and runs, it's just awful. I think from a gameplay perspective, they're arguably the best Pokemon games. And they added a ton of like quality of life things. Man, this thing kind of sucks. Game Freak and Nintendo are also planning on soon probably Pal World, right? Yeah, it has been a while. I didn't stream for like a few weeks, and then I've been back to it for the past like week or so. Probably Pal World, I imagine, is the one they're suing because they actually did rip off of like their models and stuff. The issues aren't nearly as bad as it was on launch. I haven't noticed any improvement. I'm sure there is some improvement, but I still get like 10 frames per second a lot. I'm sure there is a little bit of improvement though. I will say any issue that I had with the game, like from a grinding standpoint, the DLC fixed, like the Terra shards and stuff. They made it so much easier to get in the DLC. It's really nice. It makes competitive play super easy. It looks like they really like thought about the issues and addressed it with a lot of the stuff they added. You just haven't been that active. I get it. Life is busy. It can be tough to stay on top of things. Oh, I hate this. I think I have to Leppa. Saw the terrastellation symbol in the new type and thought it was a new type. It kinda is, in a way. I mean, it's what, like, basically every type, I guess. Wow, that does nothing. Oh my god. Get psychicked. Ooh, Volt Tackle. That is a very strong electric move. I don't think I can afford to take consistent damage, though. Now, can I just keep using Psychic? I can't. That's a shame. I would love to get Psychic. I can steal that. Being faster actually makes Mirror Move kind of clutch. Ugh. You haven't streamed in months, you might stream tomorrow. You should. It's one of those things that, oh no. It's hard when you haven't done it in a while, but once you get back to it, you'll feel better. Oh, that's it. That's GG. RIP. Needed better moves. Depending on when it is tomorrow, I might be able to join. Stop by. I can't use to give me this thing. No, I don't want that. Be gone. It is Pal World, which is funny because there's another game that's actively stealing the Pokemon models and they aren't doing anything about it. I will tell you exactly why, because Pal World got huge and I'm pretty sure that scares Game Freak. Because they would never make a game like Pal World did. Pal World is not perfect, but it is, I feel like, in a lot of ways, way more creative than something Game Freak would ever do, and I'm sure that scares them. Man, my special attack being low sucks. It's just a very quick and easy way for them to take Pal World down when they know that it's doing good. Which is a shame, because if they didn't steal the assets and they actually made their own game, then it wouldn't have been an issue and they could have actually like challenged Game Freak a little bit. But because they made that mistake, now they're kind of invalid, which sucks. Because Game Freak should be challenged, like, they really need to be. They're way too complacent at this point. Miraidon and Koraidon are not your favorite box legends, but they're cool. I would agree with that. I think they're cool, but they're fine. I don't, like, love them or anything. They've grown on me as time went on, especially Koraidon. Miraidon's alright. I think in general, I think the past Paradox are just a lot cooler. I think Scarlet is the superior version just for that. Game Freak realized they don't need to give a shit if there's no competition. That's exactly it. They need competition. Because they don't have any really, and Pal World almost was. You might buy you like it, so you hope Pal World lasts until your birthday. I think Pal World's a lot of fun. I haven't played it as much lately, but I do think it's fun. And I think they cleaned up the multiplayer, because the multiplayer was not working super good at launch. Because there was like millions of people playing the game all at once. And that's almost a good Magna Zone. When is your birthday? I'm assuming, like, I don't think they're gonna... Legal things take a long time, so you should be fine. November 5th. Legal things take a very long time. This is kind of a good... Nah, I don't know. I don't want to run it. I don't think it's gonna be something they can do immediately, although... Fixing stuff, putting out a good game at launch, Game Freak could never. It's crazy because, like, 10 years ago they did. What's crazy about it? You look at, like, the quality difference between the Ruby and Sapphire remakes compared to the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and it's crazy. Like, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are so much better of games than Brilliant Diamond, and Shine and Pearl is not even comparable. And, like, I was excited for Gen 4 remakes for a long time. And then that's what I got. They just don't care anymore. And, like, why should they? You know, people still buy the games. Not saying, like, I don't. I'm also part of the problem on that. But, like, again, Scarlet and Violet, they were good games, you know? They just had a lot of problems. It's kind of a good Articuno. I kind of like it. I don't know, I just wish they'd do better. But also, they don't have much incentive to. That's why they really need something like Pal World to just fight them on it. Yeah, I hope they don't make any more remakes. Because I believe they'll fully mess up Unova. Which will hurt, because Black and White are amazing. Black and White are just, that's such a good generation. And to see it hurt like that. I just want them to do, like, Legends Arceus style stuff instead. Like, don't give me a remake, just give me, like, a Legends Arceus game for, like, Johto or something. Or for, I guess it would be for Unova. And, like, Legends Arceus wasn't perfect, but it at least, you know, made an attempt. It tried to be different. And it was, like, I would say successful. I feel like there's a little bit of passion in that game, which I just, you know, I don't see in Brilliant Diamond and Shine and Pearl at all. You love N and gets this. Yeah, I think Black and White had the best story. I feel like most people would agree with that. Black and White had probably the best characters and story in the games. Scarlet and Violet was decent. I think the characters were decent and the story was fine. But Black and White, I feel like it just kind of miles better than anything else they've tried to do. Don't want to Saul's buck. Oh, my boy. Oh, my boy kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm not running that. Yeah, I just hope that, Legend Arceus prove they can make good games, they just choose not to. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's fine, you know, they're just a small indie company. There's a small little indie company, what can they do? If Koromon was more popular, Game Freak Nintendo would be suing them too. I think they would. They have pretty scummy business practices a lot of the time. The difference with Pal World is, though, like, they actually did trace over their stuff, and, like, they actually did stuff they shouldn't have did. Which is what's so unfortunate about it. If they just didn't do that, then, like, Pal World would actually fight them. They would actually have a fighting chance, and Game Freak would probably make better games. But we don't live in that timeline. The problem is just, you know, nothing is really capable of fighting Pokemon. It's just too big. It's too big and too well loved that it's gonna take like a freak thing to actually manage to fight it, and Pal World was that. And I don't know when the next thing like that will come out. It's also because people really want open world Pokemon like that. Like, people really want that style of game for Pokemon. So Pal World kind of filled that itch. I don't want this. Give me good Pokemon, please. The other popular games, Nintendo and Game Freak are ignoring, did that too. They even kept the names mostly the same. Yeah, it's true. It's just, again, I think it's because they were scared of Pal World. I really just think that's what it is. Which I don't think they really needed to be, because Pal World wasn't gonna suddenly, like, make Pokemon irrelevant. It was just gonna, you know, threaten them a little bit. I don't think Pal World's gonna be taken down. I think they might just have to redo some of the models. Because, like, a lot of the models were not, like, traced or anything. There were a lot that were, you know, their own thing. It's just some of them were. I think they'll probably just have to do an update and change the models or something. I don't think Pal World will get taken down, though. Game Freak does have bottomless pockets, that's true. It's crazy that they have so much money, and the thing that put Pokemon on the map, they put, like, so little resources for. They have bottomless pockets, and they're like, okay, let's put the least amount of effort into the games. Let's throw all of our money and everything else. The games alone do make, like, a ton of money, though, so I know they could do better than they are. I don't know if, you have, like, access to this or the ability to do it, but, Xbox Game Pass, they have Pal World. So I'm pretty sure that'd be, like, a cheaper alternative to buying the game on Steam or whatever. At least they did. They did when I saw. I ended up getting it on Steam, though, because just the online works better. The multiplayer. Although I think they fixed it for the Xbox servers. I don't know, I love Pokemon, and I really hope they get their act together. Even though I know they won't. You don't have an Xbox compatible with it? Ah. I know Game Pass is on, like, PC, too. Yuxi. High jump kick Yuxi. No, it's terrible. Yeah, but competition is a good thing, and I think they need more competition. Competition only helps the consumer. And again, I fully believe that Game Freak can make good games. Like Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus did show that. They just need more time. They need more time in the oven that they're not allowed to have. Because we have Call of Duty releases now. Isn't that crazy that Game Freak does yearly releases like Call of Duty? I don't even think Call of Duty does that anymore. It's a crazy timeline. Do they release a game? Well, they're probably gonna release a game this year, I would assume. Probably the black and white remakes. Last year was Scarlet and Violet, I think. There's no way Scarlet and Violet was 2022. Oh, what a bad hack source. New generation every 3 years. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't wait for Gen 10 to get rid of the terrestrialization mechanic that everybody loves and seems to agree is the best mechanic they've ever had. I can't wait until they get rid of that for some weird thing that will be relevant for a few years and competitive and then die. I don't know. Game Freak they're very misguided. Oh, Scarlet and Violet was 2022. So, wait, what game released last year, then? I need to look this up. Did they actually not make a Pokemon game last year? There's no way. They did the DLC, but like... Oops. Let me fix that. Accidentally close out of every tab. You're holding out for a dragon type evolution. I want one. I don't know why there hasn't been another evolution. Seems really weird. I was saying all they need to do is they just need to make the pseudo legend of one of the generations an evolution. And then you're gold. So it was just the DLC. Okay, yes, I don't think they actually made a Detective Pikachu game. I guess that counts. Yeah, I guess that would count. I didn't even see that on the list. Yeah, I think they were mostly just doing the DLC though. Which, I mean, I prefer that. I would rather them release DLC than do a yearly release of unfinished games. Because I do think the DLC made Scarlet and Violet a much better game. They don't do enough with Eevee. Like, I get that there's a lot, but the entire point is that Eevee evolves a lot. Like, it's been 4 generations. Well, it will be 4 generations. It's been 3 that it hasn't gotten another one. Sylveon came close, mythical. Yeah. I love Sylveon. You think a Starly just spawned right as you walked into it? That sounds like Pokemon things. Especially Scarlet and Violet things. It's crazy how hard it is to get a run going on this. We're in a drought. My boy. My boy sucks. What I hope they do is, I've seen other people say similar things. I hope they come out on Pokemon Day, which I know they won't. But I hope they say that they're not going to release any new games. And they're going to put all of the old Pokemon games from, like, Gen 1 through 3 on the Nintendo Switch Online. And if they did that, that would be, like, the best, that would be the best Pokemon Day in the world, but I know they won't. I think there's a chance they'll eventually put Gens 1 through 2 on Switch Online. I feel like that's definitely possible. But I don't think they're not going to release a game. They're without a doubt going to announce a new Pokemon game. Maybe like 2. And one of them is going to be the Gen 5 remake. I know that for certain. And it's so sad because they're going to ruin it. Cool, Turtwig learned Razor Leaf. I love Turtwig. He's a cute little guy. You so desperately want them to put all the old Pokemon games on the Switch. It would be so nice. Because then it would be, like, super easy and compatible with, Pokemon Home. And it'd be so easy to get all your Pokemon off there. Especially when, Pokemon Bank is shutting down, you know, at some point in the future. Like, we kind of need something like that. I think that's cool, too cool for Game Freak, though. I don't think they're cool enough to do that. I think Gens 1 and 2 do have a chance, though, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. And they'll release them over months and months, because it's apparently difficult to emulate your own game, I guess. You want to play our old games? Get official hardware then, right? You want to play our own games? Go buy a Game Boy. Go buy a Game Boy Color, nerd. What do you mean you can't find a Game Boy Advance and a legit copy of Emerald? You even trying? Get out of here, Mighty Anna. It's crazy how expensive Pokemon games are. Like, they seem to be retaining their value. Like, especially the DS games. Some reason they're, like, really expensive. With the Sneasler. I hate the name Sneasler. Just always makes me think of SpongeBob. I just think of the hash slinging slasher, but the hash slinging Sneasler. They just code the games poorly. You think they need somebody to optimize it. Yeah, they do. They code those games like Yandere Dev. I don't know, there's a lot that they don't do right. But I have hope that, you know, they'll eventually get better. And if not, there's a lot of good fan-made Pokemon stuff that is always going to be better. Because they just care more. How does Terra type stacking work? What do you mean, like the way like stab moves work? Or like same type attack bonus, or... Because you keep your stab for your original type, and then you also gain for the other type, and I think you get like a double stab boost for your normal type. So if you're like an electric type and you use Thunderbolt and you Terra Electric, I think you get double the boost for it. And then if you went to like another type, you don't lose it. You just would get like one stab boost for the new type. It's crazy how bad all of these Pokemon are. And then about the new type, like Stellar type or whatever, I honestly don't know how that works. Stellar adds to your normal stab attacks once per type in. And then it... How does it work with like resistances? Does it get rid of a weakness one time? So does it like give you one resist and then do weaknesses and resistances also stack? I don't think weaknesses do. I don't think weaknesses does, but I don't know about resistances. I've actually never thought about that. I would assume not, but I'm not certain. Because, like, I don't think you're technically, like, two types. Because if you switch to a different type, you don't retain the weakness of your first type. It completely overwrites it. So I'm pretty sure defensively it doesn't matter as far as, like, stacking goes. Because you're only, like, two types as far as the offense of things is concerned. Stellar X similar to Rock, it replaces typing. Yeah, that's what I think. But I've never, like, calculated that. Have Tail Blow. I don't know if that's worth running. No, it's not. I love Absol. What attempt am I on? I reset right at the beginning if I don't get like a good Pokemon. So my resets are going to be high. I'm at like 1100 right now. Because I don't see runs through if I don't think they're going to be good or they're going to go far. So it's less 1100 resets and more like, or it's less 1100 attempts and more like 1100 resets. The farthest I've ever made it to is right before the 6th gym. You know, Hisuian Zoroark with a stellar type is terrifying. Oh yeah. Hisuian Zoroark in general is just scary. It has, what, one weakness to dark? It's only weak to dark. I mean, it's frail. That's what makes up for it, right? But... can you do raid offline? You can, but it depends on how, like, strong the Pokemon are. If it's like an easier raid, then yeah, you don't really need to do it with other people. It helps, though. Man, these movesets are garbage. I'll tell you, oh my god. Hold on. Hold the phone. We got the glass cannon Entei build. I'll run it. I don't think it's gonna make it past the rival, we'll see. Oh, Tail Glow. I don't think there's any point in Tail Glow. I have such high special attack already, and I'm gonna get outsped by everything. Yeah, I don't think we make it past the fight. There's a really bad glass cannon because it gets outsped by everything. Stab flamethrower on Entei is pretty good, though. I might just straight up one-shot. Yeah, well, it was a crit. Yeah, give me that type coverage. I don't think I need flamethrower and flame wheel. And I really like quick attack with how slow I am. Actually got a run going. I will die from a single attack of anything. You remember one time in a Platinum randomizer, you were going for a Route 1 encounter and heard Giratina's theme start playing? Nuzlocks are like that. Well, randomizers are like that. They're a lot of fun. I love randomizers. X and Y are really fun games for randomizers because the first route Pokemon is like a guaranteed catch. And it's that way no matter if it's randomized or not. So you could see like a Mewtwo and just guarantee get it on your team. I want to do more, like, just normal Nuzlocks. Well, randomizer. I always randomize Nuzlocks. But ones that aren't, like, super difficult challenges. Ow. You ended up getting a Wonder Guard Spiritomb you caught but didn't use. Wow, the thing's busted. And if that was in Platinum, you didn't have fairy types yet. That thing was free to run wild. Fairy types really, like, rebalance the entire game. Uh-oh. It's fine, it was a Razor Wind. What's that gonna do to me? This Entei is actually super good. I'm so frail. But I mean, I'm not that slow. I'm really not the slowest thing in the world. I'm definitely slow, but not super slow. If I was faster, I'd be, like, busted. You were playing a randomizer, heard Mewtwo's theme, and KO'd it instantly. What was it? Dragon type? That's rough. Oh, I'm dead. Or not. Will you heal me if I'm paralyzed? Yes. Just not if I'm poisoned. Ooh, rare candy. In a separate randomizer, you got a pure power Regigigas. That's broken. That's disgusting. That's what I need in Radical Red. Then I might have actually got farther. That's crazy you live in that. Oh my god. I had such low defense that my hidden myself in confusion almost one-shot me. Bad. Man, what a bad Pokemon. I think it's so funny that Iron Bundle exists. They turned Delibird into one of the most broken Pokemon. Actually hilarious. Oh, I had a really good Xurkitree before. This one is not. This one's kind of garbage. I am not bad. My moveset's terrible. This is pretty good stats, though. It's worth seeing if I get off the rival. Okay. That's fine. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know that Miss and No has stats and moves. I know that you can use it. Like, you can actually catch it. I don't know any specifics about it, though. Okay, I'm going to give it resets up to 1150, and then after that I'm gonna stop. I need to get ready to go to work soon. It has base 33 HP. 0. Oh, 0 defense. I did know that, yeah. Because it's super frail. I remember that now. Game Freak stole a design from a fan. I believe it. There's a small indie company. They can only do so much work. They need all the help they can get. Well, this Weedle has superpower. That's a gross Weedle sprite. I hate it. They also learn Sky Attack, Water Gun, and Water Gun. It's important to have that coverage, I suppose. Oh, this Terracion's kind of nice. This moveset's awful. But it has very, very balanced types. Or very, very balanced stats. Togedemaru, that was a fan that made a fake mon, was going to turn into a not fake mon for a game. So they stole Togedemaru's design. That's messed up. Also not unexpected. Yet it cannot use the water gun TM. Very nice. You can't give it 3 water guns. Hey, water gun. Get rid of barrier. Terracion's actually kind of nice. These stats are like so good. Also, Rock Fighting is a decent type, I think. But also, well, I don't know if it's that good. It's not bad offensively. I don't have the fly-in weakness anymore. Besides that, I guess it doesn't really help. I got Cute Charm. The type coverage, or the TM coverage, isn't bad, so people beat Gen 1 with it. That'd be a cool challenge. So early game Sonic Boom is pretty nice. So let me get past some of these fights until I have better coverage. Fire Blast is nice. It's just better Overheat. Because if I use Overheat, I can't use Water Gun or anything else. My special attack is just too low. Ooh. The pain. Well, that's bad. It has Truant. It used the 2-turn move and then had Truant. It sounds cool until you remember its base 0 defense. Yeah, if it hits itself in confusion one time, it's dead. All you gotta do is never get confused. Just gotta get good. If you die with 0 defense, skill issue. Oh no, not Dragon Dance, Dust Toss. Okay, this might actually be like a decent run Pokemon. I am gonna have to go now though, but I will continue this run at some point soon. I need to actually restore. Remember how to do a restore point. There we go. Actually a decent run. I think I could go somewhat far with that. Imagine your Pokemon one-shotting itself from full. That is unfortunately what happened to that Entei that I used a little bit ago. Bro had like 10 defense and 80 attack. Absolutely annihilate itself with confusion. Oh, I think this Terrakion can go far though. I really do. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. It was fun. Maybe I'll do another early one tomorrow. I don't know. And I'll do too many ties probably Monday.